I mean, hell, that's kind of what happened at the Liquid Library, is that no one else wanted to run it, so Max just ended up taking up that mantle. To the extent where he would have a talk with the HOA saying, hey, I need help here, can you guys help? And they say no, and then they promote him to manager. I still think of that as the day that Max decided that he is going to own the Liquid Library someday. That was the moment where he decided that. All because of Kermy. I was going to say Kirby then, but no, it's Kermy. Kirby would never do that to us. He's too innocent of a soul. The dream, though, the dream is definitely the Liquid Library. One last good shot of the Liquid Library so Max can just close that era of his life. Close that chapter completely. Then maybe move on to something else. I mean, me personally, I want the Liquid Library, like, to get burnt. Like, super burnt. To the point where, like, everyone knows about the secret rooms. To me, that's a good point to end the Liquid Library stuff. Is when that all does get burned. I feel like ultimately Siz would be fine with that too. When I say Siz, I mean James would be fine with that. Because I just think it's better than leaving those rooms just blank with nothing. It getting burned is just the natural progression of the story for the Liquid Library. Because the building itself has a story attached to it. And that, in a way, is a way for its story to continue. Is by having those rooms be burned. Ideally after months of it being used secretively. I've always said that I've got a little bit of rose-tinted glasses to how the Liquid Library was in 3.0, but realistically, it was kind of empty as well most of the time. The HOA definitely helped, but a lot of the time they just hung out by the curb on the outside. Or hell, even, you know, at the parking lot across the road. It was difficult to even get the HOA to hang out inside the Liquid Library, let alone anyone else. The city just in general is very go, go, go. That's just, you know, the nature of RP at the moment. To have people slow down, you kind of need to force them to slow down. And by that I mean it being more of like a cultural thing, more so than anything else. A lot of the time people just like driving around all day. You know, do non-stop crime, go, 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 go. Which is fine, you know, that is, if that's the way they want to do things, that's the way they want to do things. Me personally, I like the slowness of RP. I like, you know, the more chill times, the slow down times, you know, building up locations more so than constantly always be driving around all the time. That's what I like. I generally think it would be easier doing that sort of thing if we had a good team behind us. Because then at least Max won't be on his own all the time. Because ultimately that's what I'm trying to avoid now. It's just Max being on his own.
Is GSF still a thing these days? I heard Dex Martin's in jail.
I don't know. I don't know what gangs are out and about these days.
Honestly,
I know with Mirror Park, I know Hydra, do they claim Mirror Park or is it only the SAC?
I think they claim like the SAC side and then Kanashiro's the opposite side.
So this like Main Street is basically unclaimed.
Yeah, so I never really thought about it too deeply because they don't, it's not like they hang out around like this part, right?
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why Siz ended up giving this place to the government is so that no gang could try and control it. That is fair. It's meant to be kind of like the legacy of the HOA, this place.
Yeah.
I think we could still run it though. Just, you know, no gang can own it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it doesn't even seem like anybody really wants to do anything here. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've been leaving it open for like, what now, like a year?
Yeah, nobody's really done anything other than like impromptu shit.
He was the preacher, right? That was like the only guy.
He was, yeah.
I think that was he would have only been really cared about it for like a day.
Exactly, yeah. Although that kind of spiraled for us, so.
Yeah, it did result into, you know, it being in ownership of him, of the state.
Yeah.
Again, that was a decision made by Siz, though.
Yeah, that was ultimately Siz's decision. But also, if he hadn't shown up, who knows what situation we'd be in right now.
But honestly, I think it'd just be the same as now, where, I mean, we could just claim ownership of this place. I doubt anyone's going to really complain.
Yeah.
Really, it's just about public opinion.
Absolutely. Like, if some cop wants to be petty and be like, you guys don't actually own this business, it's government owned, like, it's whatever. They'll care about this for, like, maybe a day.
Exactly. People don't have the patience to run places like this. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And also, a lot of people are kind of, like, insular. They just kind of hang out in their gangs and that's it. PD, I'd say, is like that too.
Yeah.
You kind of just hang out with PD and that's it.
Yeah.
I also noticed the Neon Tigers are back around.
Oh, yeah. They just got new cuts in.
Are they going to set up?
That's a great
there's not
question.
many areas left. I guess maybe Paleto? No one really kind of holds down Paleto these days.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because, I mean, their message is still going to be roughly what it used to be, which is, like, raves and drugs. So, I imagine they'll just be a little bit more, I guess, nomadic, perhaps? Or maybe even a grape seed, because, you know, that's where they tend to hang out anyway.
I think that's fair. I think the clowns mainly just kind of cover the funhouse.
Yeah, I don't really see the clowns outside of the funhouse too much. But also,
I think Main Street would be fine.
yeah.
There probably would be issues with that, though. I don't think they'd like other gangs settle down in Grapeseed.
Yeah, that's fair. I know Idle has the Tiger House over in Sandy, but then you got Lost and Chaos Legion over there. I'm not sure where they're going to set up.
I haven't seen the Lost in ages.
I see. I feel like it's only like 2 people these days, so it's Psycho and Flossie.
Oh, got you. There's a lot of MCs now, think about it.
Yeah, there's that newer one. The one that's set up over here by the old Lost compound. What are they called?
Yeah.
WSMC?
It's W something.
It's like Warrior Mind
right.
Spirit something.
Yeah, they seem pretty alright.
They seem alright, but I have heard some controversial things about their leader.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, he's the kind of person who will like yell and berate them in front of other people, which kind of takes some people back because you would think that if you were gonna scold your gang, you would do it away from other people.
I mean, Siz used to do that all the time. He would shoot his own gang members in front of other people.
That's true, but the HOA was just such a different vibe back in the day.
It is very difficult to match their vibe. It's almost like a perfect storm situation.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think it would be very difficult to try and match their vibe again. The closest I'd say probably would be the clowns.
Yeah.
But, you know, more on the crazy side.
Yeah.
HOA was a good balance between crazy and locking in when needs to lock in.
Some days I wish we could do like an HOA reunion or something, but I wouldn't be sure what they could even do.
I think it would work without Siz, and I think it'd be difficult to get him back around.
Yeah, for sure. Like, even if, like, after Ant's done with all her survival stuff, who knows if some people would kind of bite for a one-day reunion?
Maybe. Again, I think it would be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them again, though.
Yeah, me too.
Has, again, been like a year since most of them left town.
I do find myself missing them at times, though.
Yeah, same here. I gotta remember, we were around them pretty much every day for like 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a very long time. Especially coming back here.
I mean, I think I miss Gillia the most.
Oh.
She was the actual one that got me hired on at the Tavern back in the day.
Oh, was she really?
Miss Kermy the least.
Huh. You know, Nana's apparently still engaged to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Still holding out?
Yeah, she's still holding out. She still has faith that Kermy's gonna come back for her one day.
I mean, fair play.
Yep.
Listen, all I remember with Kermy is that I asked the managers for help with running the bar, and for some reason he was leading the meeting despite the fact that he wasn't a manager, and then they just told me that they're not going to help and they just made me manager.
Oh.
That was the day I decided that I was going to run the place. So I couldn't rely on them to do it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. There's so many people I miss, like Julio, Tio.
Ezio, Kian.
Kian. Hell, maybe even Blandon.
Landon, Holden.
Oh man, Holden.
Simon. Lilith. Gillia.
Times like this, I really wish that we still had their portraits up on the walls.
Yeah, they feel real empty without them there. Almost like ghosts.
Yeah, I hate the stock photos.
Yeah, they do feel a bit empty.
Yeah, because there's so much history.
It's worse in the meeting room.
Exactly,
where the main HOA members were. That's where it feels the most like ghosts.
Absolutely.
They're just empty. With Siz's big one in the background, just empty.
Yeah. I really wish we could get them back. Just some sort of like memorial of sorts. Because there's so much history of this place and now people are actively forgetting it.
Well, it's just people aren't in town anymore to remember it.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here, though. We're kind of the historians of the place.
We really are. Like, my boyfriend doesn't even know who fucking Hubcap Jones was.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your boyfriend?
Oh, his name's Wally West.
Wally West. Don't believe I've met him before.
He's with the Raiders.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see much of them.
They're usually a Chumash, so they're insular in of themselves.
Fair enough.
Yeah, although they
I
will
think
come
every
up here.
group's kind of like that.
Yeah, they'll come up here to see me sometimes, but you'd be hard pressed to really get them to move.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely would be difficult to get people to come to a place like this. Does that mean that we shouldn't try? It's very difficult to think of that sort of thing.
I do like Charles's suggestion of just twatting out like the liquid library is open. because it's not like this place is ever really closed, but people don't like think about it in the moment.
True, and you may catch the occasional person with that.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't remember who it was, but somebody twatted out like, "Hey, any managers from the Liquid Library?" And I was just like, "It's not really any anymore," but
The big thing would just be getting through the slow times without people here.
yeah.
That'd be the difficult push.
Mm.
It's the same with every business. Again, that's why Senior Buttons is probably the only real successful business place these days. Because you can always guarantee that people are going to be coming through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
People don't really want to stand around for hours on their own.
Yeah.
That is kind of the thing I struggle with up north. And the casino too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of sitting in those areas for hours at a time, just hoping someone would come along.
Yep, it's painstaking work that only we are somewhat equipped for. I mean...
Yeah. And it's just one of those things like, would people in town even appreciate that?
That's so true. That's the same thing with events, right? Whether or not your event is successful is so dependent on whether or not people show for it.
Yeah, people just care in general.
Yep.
And it's very difficult to find motivation with that when that's the case.
Absolutely. And then when things don't go well, then motivation is pretty much gone because it's like, okay, well, people don't really appreciate those.
It is definitely a bit of a struggle.
Let me advertise tarot readings and see if anybody comes through. You know, Yeager was here like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I ran into him.
Reading.
Really? What was he getting reading about?
I think he just wanted a general reading. He was definitely shaken by the first reading I did for him to the point where he started crashing out and then asked me to redo the reading all over again, which only gave him similar results.
Got you.
Yeah. It was certainly interesting.
Yeah, I saw him not too long ago. He's looking for repair on his car. Not his car, it's Timothy's car. Who's the person that I used to live with down the south side. Who got he spent like weeks every day doing tow, G6, grime to get a car. And then once he got the car, he never saw him again.
I remember that with his reading. I think he was in major denial, but I do believe he carries quite a few regrets when it came to what happened in Sanguine. He was also complaining about the HOA not really sending a whole lot of people, and he asked where Dante and I were, and I was like, what do you mean? We weren't even part of the HOA.
At that point, Dante wasn't.
Yeah, I told him, like, Dante got kicked out, and he's like, what do you mean he got kicked out? He's Julio's brother. It's like, that doesn't really mean anything.
The reason they didn't go is because at that point there wasn't many of them. A lot of people forget the HOA wasn't exactly around much for that last year.
Yeah, they really weren't.
It's like maybe 5 of them, if that. It's like Rod, Andy, Julio popped in ever so often,
Nico.
Wade, Nico.
Oh my god, why am I suddenly fucking... Luis.
There wasn't much of them. It's pretty much just the worst generation. They were the only ones that were still about. Hence why they
tried
the HOA for a little bit.
They tried to. Poor Nico, bless him. This poor man. Did not work out for him very well, and he knew it.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, the thing is, it happens with every gang. Every gang has a figurehead, and if that figurehead isn't around, then the gang just doesn't work.
Yeah, even when Julio tried his hand at it, it just didn't go well either.
Yeah, it was his gang. Without him around, people just weren't going to be motivated. Same with like Hydra. If Flippy wasn't around, would they be motivated?
Absolutely.
If Forehead was around, would they be motivated?
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that a little bit.
Every gang has
with,
that person.
Like, yeah, with the Raiders right now, because like Wally's Sergeant at Arms, which is like third in command, and unfortunately Lane's been kind of like sick from a recent brain injury she had, and right now he's struggling with getting people motivated.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, at this point in the city as well, like money isn't really much of a motivation. Yeah. You gotta have like grander schemes. Like, the HOA were very good at that sort of thing, always giving themselves new goals. Like, they changed the aviation stuff, even though that didn't really go anywhere.
God, I do remember the aviation stuff though. That was fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, never took off. Had a sick jacket though. The jackets were pretty sick.
Sick jacket. Yeah.
No, I know there's a bomber jacket in the store right now, but I gotta admit that one was above and beyond.
Is that the same bomber jacket or similar?
I think it's just... I don't think it's the same one.
It looked very similar because I've seen Shang wear it.
It is the same one. I'm just... maybe just because it doesn't have the logo on the back.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, they're very good at like shifting if needs be. I think, again, Siz's leadership definitely helped out with that.
For sure, yeah.
Bits and whatnot. The Slime King stuff.
Yeah.
The King Slime Wars.
I remember those.
the SGSO war.
Mm-hmm.
It was more, you know, not like an actual war, but they had planned times and like,
Yeah.
you know, Hal would go in with his jet.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult to match their energy.
Really is. I miss those times.
And I mean, the city's a very different place than what it used to be too.
Oh, super different.
I feel like every other person you meet is a person that'll just shoot you with no second thoughts, if they had to. Wearing goggles and blue gloves. Bit of a different environment.
Yeah, things definitely aren't the same.
I gotta do my weekly to monthly to 6 monthly or bi-yearly random tweet.
Also, you should probably buy some food from Max before I forget. Kermy's around again! Kermy! Not fucking Lego shit. Lego Millennium Falcon 2017 has 7,541 pieces. Fucking nerd.
I don't have anything else for this. I was kind of hoping they'd have more to do on Sandy. What am I planning on doing? Nothing.
Kermy's around.
Yeah, I saw that he was on Twitter.
Yeah. Twatting out about Legos, of course.
Of course.
Oh, do you have food today, Max?
Yeah, there should be some in the storage.
Okay, let me grab some then.
Fuck this, dude.
Oh, Kermy! I need a picture of that sad hamster.
I mean, he's saying that, but he hasn't come through Mirror Park yet, has he? One place the
Nope.
HOA always was.
Mm-hmm.
I just came to see if Sandy stuff changed.
He said you seen him? Please don't tell me he has like some sort of amnesia or whatever.
Maybe?
Should we just tell him to come to the library?
I mean, he was around when they started to disband.
Here, let's have him come to the library. I don't know what the hell's going on with him.
He's just sad farming.
Probably. Can't wait to see Kermy. It's been forever. Not to mention Nico's been helping out with survival probably. Although, because like survival started what, an hour after storm? And Nico showed up around like a little bit later than that. So maybe he's just here to like chill. Let's see if he actually comes through.
Do I even own a car? I forgot. I don't think so. I do not. Okay, good.
He said, oh, this fucker. He said, that's so far. Do you want to pick him up wherever the hell he is, Max? Because I don't know where he is.
He's got cars. Sure.
What a wimp.
You can't complain about missing the HOA and they're not coming through Mirror Park.
Right. Like, what if the HOA's here in Mirror Park? We're not calling him a pussy. I'm just going to tell him, guess you hate the HOA then. This guy fucking... He can put with so much shit. It would be so nice to do an HOA read. Not the UGG. I think that means he might still come through. He's not going to be lazy. But who knows? That UGG could mean like 10 million things.
You do need to remember he's the reason why I decided to try and take over this place. I asked the HOA for help because I was pretty much the only one at the bar at the time.
Oh yeah, and Kermy said he would, but then he didn't.
No. They took me to the meeting room,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the managers plus Kermy, and for some reason, Kermy was on leading the meeting despite the fact that he had no involvement.
Oh.
And
okay.
basically, they just told me that we're not going to help you, your manager now.
Yeah.
Pretty much what they said to me.
HOA Liquid Library reunion would be cool.
That's why I fired those managers as soon as I became CEO.
Mm-hmm. No point in having managers that don't do anything.
Exactly, it's just cosmetic.
Mm-hmm. This wasn't like other gang-owned businesses.
Exactly, and Siz didn't want it that way either. I mean, the plan was that it was meant to be more civilian-based area anyway.
Mm-hmm. Is this punk actually gonna show up or what? Makes me wonder if we should try to do some type of reunion here in the library. Even for like old employees from back in the day. Because I know Sophie's with ADMC now.
I think it'd just be difficult to get hold of everyone.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Reunions are hard. The only reason we had a reunion the other day was like super impromptu. I was like, hey, I think I'm gonna be around the server on like Wednesday or something. And then all of a sudden 10 million other people are like, you know what? Yeah, let's go back to the server too. Let's do a reunion. It's like, oh. I mean, I was just gonna do this for myself, but okay, I guess we're turning this into a bigger thing now. Oh, I see a car. I see car lights. It's either Kermy or Eliza, because... Oh, wait. Oh my god, he's actually... Oh my god, you actually showed up.
He did make the journey.
You made me rent a car for this.
Rent a car?
I mean, where else are you going to find the HOA? Is that the Mirror Park?
This place is dead.
And whose
Just
fault
like
is that?
Siz.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The paintings aren't even on the wall anymore.
They've all been teared down.
This place is a shell of what it used to be.
This guy. And now he's crying.
Oh. Oh.
It's sad farming.
Fucking love Kermy.
Those portraits haven't been up for like 2 years at this point.
Yeah, they've been gone a while. Oh.
Just like the HOA, been gone a while.
Oh, this used to be where my painting was.
Yeah, that's where your painting used to be.
Now replaced.
Oh, I bet she doesn't even hurt anymore.
Yeah, it still very much does.
You okay, Kermy?
And then on the bright side, Siz's face is in the northern wing at the very least.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, on the Suffernomicon.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. Hmm.
Yeah. His face is on the Suffernomicon.
Oh. Huh. I mean, Max and I have been working on trying to bring this place back a little bit. Maybe not to full extent, but to the best of our abilities.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Wait, where's Siz's face?
It's up this way.
Look at him grinder walking.
Just over here. This book here. The Suffernomicon.
Oh. The Suffernomicon.
Why is there a beer in there?
Like just beer.
Oh.
Whoops.
There's still plenty of other things in here, like the slime crown and all that.
I'm sorry, Kermy. Andy's still around. She's kind of the only HOA that is still around.
Oh.
Yeah, her and intermittently Wade.
And Nico too.
Pictures are still here.
Oh yeah, those
Some
pictures are still
pictures.
there.
I'm not in any of them, but they're here.
Yeah.
Somehow, Milk God got a photo, but we didn't.
Oh.
He's still crying.
Julio still comes around ever so often too. He's around the other day.
Was he? Oh yeah, you did
Yeah,
tell me
he
that.
texted me about the coins.
Ugh, he didn't even text me.
Yeah, I think he was just texting about the bean machine. He's gone to the office.
Oh.
Did they get rid of like the secret path thing over here?
Oh.
He's just sad farming. Sure, let him sad farm.
Yep, I can still hear him crying.
Well, it's good to know that it's not completely soundproof in there.
At least my Star Wars stuff is still here.
Yeah, your book is still here.
Yeah, all the books are still here. You know, Boris's book. All the various different references. The HOA still exists within this building in some ways.
A shrine to old memories.
Just not the portraits, unfortunately.
I wish the portraits were still here.
They were quite nice.
They definitely gave it atmosphere.
Unfortunately, I just don't think they could stay.
Yeah.
And it would be a bit awkward since HOA is disbanded these days too.
Yeah.
Aviation arc never took off.
At least the printing press works.
Oh.
Yeah, you can actually do shit now. Just watching him going around is so funny.
That's cool. Ooh, whoops.
Yep, you start the process over there and then just kind of go through it.
What the fuck?
What?
I was just looking at the...
The printing process.
Yeah.
No, he's still crying! He's still crying.
Have we even contacted Andy yet? She's like the only HOA member still
I
around.
think she's busy today. Or, well, this week.
Oh, yeah.
She's been very busy this week. I think Nico was around yesterday, though. I think he's helping out with Survivor too.
Was Blue part of the HOA? I don't remember.
Who?
Blue?
Blue. What was the end she was, I believe. I think she was one of the last recruits.
She's been around more often too lately.
I'm not gonna lie, Chad. I thought she was
The old
blue.
HOA compound that's been taken over by a different MC now too.
Who?
Oh, I forget that name.
Warrior Mind Spirit?
What the fuck?
Something like
Mirror
that.
Park. Yeah, Mirror Park only has 3 gangs in it. There's Hydra up at the cul-de-sac. There's Kinsuki? Kanashiro. Kanashiro down south. And then that MC has the old compound.
He's taking a selfie with his book.
Only really this main street that doesn't really have a gang controlling it.
Thank God. I don't want to have to worry about gang politics. Not even the meters too.
Nicholas is still around ever so often too.
Yeah, he still sells books. And does book readings. I love that. It's quite literally like 3 fucking civilians that actually work this place left.
Yeah, it does. I just shocked myself by accident a minute ago. Well, on purpose, but...
On in spirit. Even if they are all dead.
Yep.
If Turbo was still around, we probably would have had a funeral for Siz.
Oh my god.
My God.
What? Yeah, I mean, he's the one that had the rule of thumb. If someone isn't around for 3 days, they're dead. That man's been trying to host a funeral for Siz like every other week back in the day.
Alright, well, I'm going back to bed. Good seeing you guys.
Alright, good
Okay,
seeing you.
good seeing
See you next year. Told you, he's just sad farming.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. This man really said I rented a car for this.
Not that much money to rent a car.
It's not, and even then, like, you probably could have found a ride with somebody if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm surprised if he doesn't even have a car. Actually, the HOA always rode around in the work vehicles. I don't remember. I always annoyed them for doing that.
Hey, Eliza, what's up?
Open my fucking door.
Let's look back at this photo again, because honestly, it makes me laugh. I just realized somebody replied to Kermy's twat.
Wait, who responded?
Some guy named Wesley Brown who's asking Kermy what's that thing in the bottom left of his photo.
Doesn't know how to crop.
He really doesn't.
Also, I never realized Spray Wars was his book.
It doesn't have a name of an author on there, so it's like it could be anybody, honestly.
He's acting like it was his.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, it's Star Wars related.
He is a big nerd.
I mean, his portrait literally had a lightsaber on it.
Oh yeah, what did we call it back then? Since we didn't want to use lightsaber.
Oh god, I forgot. I forget.
I don't remember either.
Like Pixel something, I'm pretty sure. Pixel Saber.
Yeah, something along those lines. You know, I found a really old picture of like the How to Gang book, but it was only the cover.
Ah, yeah, we need to find all the pages.
Yeah, hi Eliza.
Hello and Kiflam.
Hey there.
Yeah, I mean, I really do miss role playing with everybody and playing games with people and stuff. Just don't take your times for granted. You know what I mean?
So I realized the other day who Charles kind of reminds me of.
Who?
Rod.
Oh my, wait, now that you mention it.
I feel like they would hate each other though because of that reason.
Oh, absolutely. It's the same
Rod
thing
would try
with
and kill him 100%.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing with Mike Smoore. Because Molly was telling me like, you know what, Charles reminds me of Mikey, and I was like, that's kind of funny because Mike hates Charles.
Yeah, like the whole like a little bit deadpan, always not really taking things too seriously, but also kind of seriously at the same time.
Always stirring and trying to fuck around with some other people.
Staring too close to the sun. You remember that Rod got shot by the HOA initially because of that reason.
I do remember that. Yeah, he really climbed his way back up to getting into the group back in the day. He worked pretty hard for that.
He did. But working at the bar after that though.
Yeah. I do remember. Was he the one that was cold calling people, or was it somebody else?
I think he was like tricking people to come down here to buy bats.
Yeah. I miss Rod.
And this is all the HOA.
Yeah. At least we got to see Kermy for a bit yesterday, and I also did a job with Wade.
Oh, nice. It's still
He
around
didn't
here
actually
and
do
there.
anything.
The thing is, though, if Siz ever came back, then they'd all come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or at least like a small group of them would.
Or your HOA just can't really exist without him. I mean, it's the same
Yeah.
with every gang, though. Every gang has that one person.
I mean, Kanashiro's been doing okay without Mary.
Yeah, I actually saw something the other day. I was kind of surprised to see them still going.
Yeah, because I saw Mary was around the other day, but like that's the first time I'd really seen her in a minute.
Yeah, they seem to. I think they went quiet for a bit, but maybe they're starting to rebuild now.
Maybe, because I know when Dante was around last month, JJ's like, hey, you want to join Kanashiro? No, like, major obligations or anything, just whenever you're around.
I don't know, maybe they are. I mean, they've always kind of been in the shadows, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of quiet, not too loud about whatever they're doing. They just run the, what's it called? Kintsugi over there.
I mean, more power to them.
Well, I wonder if most people are preoccupied with, watching, Survival. I really should keep up with Survival. I imagine it's been, like, a pretty fun time for people.
Gotta find some way to bring smut reading back, too. That's been highly requested.
It has been highly requested, because I know Nicholas is not going to read it himself.
Yeah, the difficulty is when to do it, because it used to be an hour before the end of this storm, which I can't do.
Yeah, because I know Nicholas occasionally does do book readings at the end of storm, but it's not the smut readings is the problem.
Maybe like halfway through the storm would be better. I think I could probably do that. Like the end of my day, basically.
Yeah, like a halfway through sort of like midway point.
I just need the smut. The question is, do we make it like an everyday thing, or is it like maybe once a week?
I would say once a week for now and just see where it goes. See where the interest is.
Monday smut readings, or Friday smut readings.
Ooh.
In the week with some smut. We should definitely look to do some trivia again soon too.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I could definitely put some together, or even like recycle some old questions from the past. No one's gonna remember that.
Yeah, no one's gonna remember. I mean, people wouldn't remember even if it's like the week after,
Nah.
unless they had been there.
Exactly. We should. Okay, well, we should do a trivia night, guys.
I'd be happy to do the announcing if you wanted me to. Otherwise, you can do everything. I could do some bartending then.
Yeah. I could probably take over, and then we'll have you up here at the bar. I just gotta think of a theme.
Probably down there.
Oh yeah, down there might be easier.
It's the difficult thing because the bar is up here, but all the
Yeah.
events happen downstairs.
Yeah.
No real middle point. Unless you use the library desk, but even then, that's kind of far.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if things work out.
Absolutely.
Apparently, alcohol licenses are a thing again, so we need to look into that.
Are they?
Well, it's for selling moonshine specifically.
If you do a
I
somewhat
also
night, you
don't
gotta.
know. People are selling like crates of moonshine to sell to people so they can go do the moonshine runs or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know if that'll be an attraction, to be honest. I can't think people would really want that.
Yeah, no, I can't really think of that either.
Yeah, like maybe a year ago, but these days there's so many different ways to make money.
Honestly,
to do a moonshine run. If you're buying it as well, that means you're not making as much profit.
honestly, I'll leave the smut night to other people. I'm not really interested in the smut nights. I'm not
We
gonna
can
lie.
get some moonshine in terms of like getting people drunk, but they go bad relatively quickly, and I don't know if there'd be much of a demand.
It really depends, because I know Marty called me the other day. He's like, "Hey, you got any more of that moonshine you gave me?" I was like, "No." That shit was
like event.
What was it?
Maybe for like events, maybe.
Ooh, yeah, maybe
You'd have
events.
it stocked in. Also, in like day to day.
Yeah. Because that shit that we got from, I forgot the name of the guy. He's trying to open up his own like thing, but like that shit was like 190%. It was so strong. You might as well have been drinking bleach at that point.
Oh yeah, people have got the best recipes these days. I was tempted to look for my own, but it's gonna take so long. It took me 100 cooks to get my tier 1 recipe.
Gotcha.
Alone tier 2. And that's double.
Oh my god! Wakabi's back!
What?
He's in the lemon list, Wakabi Aku. The day on which one starts is not the time to start one's preparation.
Oh my god, Wakabi!
Really? Why can I not see him?
I definitely see him. W
How you spell his
apostrophe Kabi. You could also look up Aku, like AQU for his last name.
Oh shit, yeah, he's back.
Oh my god. And Mercury was on
I'll see a
it.
lot of more familiar faces again. What if
I
we'll
know.
see Sean again at some point?
The last time I saw him was for
Marcus.
the funeral. So Sean was like
Huh.
intermittently around from time to time.
Okay. Yeah, it's just with Mary. I thought she'd only be around for like a day, but she's been around like pretty much 3 days in a row now, I think.
Ew, let me call it Wakabi. I haven't. Oh my god. He's back! Full answer. Gotta save his number.
What if we'll see Karina again?
Yeah, like Karina or even Mercury.
I miss them. Karina
miss
was
them
Max's best
too.
friend in 3.0.
God. Okay, it's not picking up, but he might also just
Again, left
either
the
not be
city.
around or busy. My god.
She is, but I mean, some people that are staff on Onyx still have.
Unfortunately, that's a very common thing.
Okay, timed out, but
Some people who are staff on Onyx still have whitelist here.
Hey, Reina.
Hi. Almost hit the sword by accident.
By accident.
I'm generally surprised to see Wakabi around. It's been like a solid couple years.
I know, right? I can't think of the last time I really saw him.
I think it was like before the economic
Years.
crash.
Years and years. Yeah, before the economic crash even.
Yeah. A few people left around then, you know, Marcus, Karina.
Yep, for sure.
There we go.
His wife is still in town. She's in town pretty frequently.
Wait, who's his wife? Oh, Charlie.
No, Karina.
Oh, Karina's wife.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, who's her wife?
Aiko.
Oh, Aiko. Okay. Oh, yeah, I have seen Aiko's name around.
One day we'll see Karina around again.
One day, Copium.
One day.
So many names I haven't heard from in forever.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that over this last month. Again, it's nice to see.
It really is.
Siz comes back and
I mean, I've
he
been back since
officially gives us the
February.
liquid
I
library.
can't think of anybody who's like
Hog
really come
moment.
back, but yeah. It's always nice to
Mary
see them.
seems pretty back.
Oh, is she? Okay.
I mean, at the moment, again, she's been around for like 3 days in a row now.
Oh, has she? I haven't even noticed.
Yeah, so it isn't just a quick pop in.
Ooh, well, hell yeah.
Nice to see.
It is nice to see.
Then we kill Siz and take over the library. We shoot him,
Let's see. Pocket
bury him in the
system,
secret rooms.
houses.
That's what we'd do. Pocket wipe him, ocean dump him. That's the way Siz deserves to perma. Pocket wipe, ocean dump, off gang.
Dude, I am so surprised to see Wakabi back. I would love to see
What
some
we
people
say.
coming back.
I'm sure you
I want
will.
Mercury, please. I fucking love Moxie so much. I still keep in touch with her. You still remember when Julio almost killed him on the balcony?
That would be...
I wonder what he'll
The
get up
bar
to.
is literally designed after the Continental. Yeah,
Because like I still remember his falling out with Yokai back in the day.
John Wick 2, one of the Continentals. I'm pretty sure when the HOA did their assassin thing, they used this as a green zone.
The Continental.
Continental, exactly. That is the dream of this place. I mean, hell, the bar is designed after one of the Continentals.
Oh yeah, does the skull still spew fire?
Yep.
Oh hell
Many
yeah.
people have tried. No one's been burnt yet. I think I'm the only person that's been burnt by that thing.
Have you actually? Even though you know
Fingal
exactly what it does?
Fingaldan. I told him about it, then he specifically angled himself as close to the bar as he could, and then to make it go downwards on me.
Of course Fingal would do that.
It's Fingal.
It is
One
Fingal.
day I will return the favor if I ever see him again.
Someday.
He did many. He shot me. He beat me with a baton. He set me on fire. He dropped me off the back of the library.
I
head first.
remember that. I do remember
He's
him
looking
dropping
for
you off the
Kian.
roof. Wait,
He's looking for Kian, so he was doing a Batman bit.
why is he looking for Kian?
Remember when Kian killed the cop outside the library?
Oh, I do remember that.
I was inside when it happened. They never came in to actually see if anyone saw it happen.
Yeah, oh my god, wow, that's a throwback. I miss Kian.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, he hasn't been around in a minute.
Yeah.
I think he gave up on the Paleto shop idea.
Yeah,
I
for
just-
sure.
To be fair, I don't think it would have worked.
I don't think so either. Not too many people up in Paleto right now.
Exactly.
In a Sag farm like Kermy. I miss the HOA. Where?
Then not go to the place where you may find the HOA.
Complain about having to rent a car just to drive all the way up here and then go back to his apartment.
Exactly.
Run around the place reminiscing and then crying about it.
Oh, please. He spent no time in here back in the day.
I know, right? All he did was mourn his lost portrait.
This place just represents the HOA. They never actually spent time in here.
True. I generally can't think of a time Kermy was really in here besides like the day his portrait came out and he was like, wow guys, look at me. And then he-
Exactly. I tried to get them in here more frequently to keep the bartenders company, and they said no and then promoted me as a manager. I tried,
the
trust me.
oldies. You know, I totally believe that you tried. The only time you ever could get them in here is to momentarily restock our shit.
Yeah,
was it.
I never want to hear the words "call me if you need anything" ever again. Every time they'd come, because they have that storage in there, so they'd always run up,
Yeah.
grab some, and then run out. Maybe
Yeah.
say hello and say, "Hey, call me if you need anything."
Oh my god, yeah, they did say that a lot, didn't they?
When what we needed is them here, helping to bring people here.
So true. I mean, yeah, we were at our best when Siz was bartending. I mean, at least Nico had Twisted Tea.
Yeah, some of them were better than others, but also I do
Yeah.
understand they were busy. They weren't really doing
I mean, it
They-
depends. Wade used to work the bar all the time.
Well, from my understanding, what they told that meeting is that this place was always meant to be for the civilians.
I guess that makes sense.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
which I kind of get.
Hmm. At least we had
This
some
is
people
Reina.
helping
She
with
helps me run the
wages and
library. Holden used to do some stuff at the bar too.
Oh yeah, once upon a time. That was a long time ago though. Like I still
Yeah.
remember when he would go to the markets and like peddle all the shit.
Well, basically, it was a way for new people in the HOA to kind of gain credit.
Oh, that does make
And
sense.
then as soon as they join
yeah.
the HOA, they don't spend time here anymore. I mean, hell,
That's
remember
true,
what
I
happened to
guess that was
Rod?
before he got his cut. Yeah,
He
Rod.
got shot by the HOA and then came back and then never bartended.
Yep. He just did that so he could prove himself to them, and then once he got that cut, he was gone.
Mm-hmm. You'd torture the bartenders instead.
Yeah, he was always. I still remember when he asked me to like connect him with Semolina so she could own his warehouse back in the day. He's like, "Does semicolon get into any crime?" It's like, no, not really, not anymore. He's like, "Okay, cool."
Mean person. Yeah, they're valuable, you know.
And it's true. I'll never forget when Stanley burned the fucking warehouse by getting caught in 4K.
It was always in the weekends, too.
Stanley.
Always in the molding Mondays.
Oh my god, I forgot about Molding Mondays. Oh, what a throwback.
Those were the days.
Those really were the days. Makes me feel old. Do some history classes at some point.
It feels appropriate for the library to have some history to it. A place to go for history.
Yeah. Now
I'd love to write history books.
Oh yeah, you and Nicholas have been around for quite some time. I think Nicholas has probably been around the longest out of us.
Oh yeah, he's the whole place. The whole reason this place even exists.
Hello.
Hey, Siz.
What's
Are you busy?
Not really. I was about to go on a fucking delivery run just now.
Oh, can I join you? I want to talk to you about something.
Hello.
What's up?
So, the guys had an idea earlier that I wanted to run by you.
Who?
It was whoever was in the car after we left the Rooster place earlier today. It was like
There's
me,
a lot of people
Julio,
in the car,
and
huh?
somebody else, I think. Their idea was to hold off on getting materials for houses in the cul-de-sac and to start getting materials to like build a new tavern.
Okay.
So I was wondering what you thought about
Location-wise,
that.
where?
Well, it's
Unfinished
gonna be like
cul-de-sac.
so
Anywhere, just hold on.
I
to
was thinking.
materials.
So what I was thinking was kind of like, you know, that green building to the left of the tavern, like the cigarettes building.
That corner.
Yeah. So I was thinking they could like demolish that and then our tavern, and then take over both spots and leave like the parking lot there for the tavern. That should be plenty big
So
enough.
just an expansion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe,
Or
you know,
what
I don't know.
what I recommended, and this is like, when I say this is like me exaggerating a shit ton and everything. We keep the tavern where it is, and then we tear down the Cool Beans store across the street,
What?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
and then build like
Hello.
a sky bridge going to the Cool Beans store, and that'll be part of the tavern as well.
You're saying a fucking bridge that goes across the way, across the street.
Yeah, exactly. So like, you know that bridge on Great Ocean Highway that like goes over the highway, but yeah. So like, it's like, you know, the median would give it a good spot to like have like a supporting column, and then, you know, just kind of goes from like the top story of the tavern over to the Cool Beans building, and that can be torn down and made into something else. I don't know. That was an exaggerating like.
Like
What if-
What could it be?
A restaurant, mini shopping
Oh
mall.
my fucking god! Come on now.
A mini shopping mall would be cool. HOA.
I feel like the last thing I want to do is get in. I mean, I'd like finger food for the bar, but I mean, I'm not trying to get into the fucking goddamn food wars here.
Oh, get this. HOA merch store.
What did you say? What
An
merch store?
Yeah, an HOA merch store.
Merch store. Oh.
Yeah, merch store.
What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
we sell
Jesus
HOA
I
hats
can't
and
afford it.
fake cuts and shit, you know?
What if we actually sold books, and then the books actually make you smarter, like Fallout, plus intelligence, plus durability, plus, you know, look. I mean, it's a pretty good idea.
I mean, that
It's a
could
good
work.
idea, ain't it? I think it's a good idea, actually.
It could work. Like here, how many people are actually going to retain the shit they get from the books, you know? Oops. Hang on.
I mean, the books can just... What the hell are you doing?
It shoved me in the driver's seat. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I mean, I don't know. I think that the books could be good. Like, the books could maybe, like, maybe it's like...
Like
You know,
like Skyrim. Like
maybe when you're doing lockpicking, maybe you're not as stressed out, so it's a little slower if you read a book.
Yeah, so I was thinking like your skills get better at things like lockpicking or robbing shit or whatever.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this idea. I'm a genius.
I mean, expansion. Okay, well, yeah, you're a genius, Siz. But
We
what I'm saying is,
actually
like,
do become a book club.
the HOA Library.
Yeah. See, now that's original, you know what I'm saying? Instead of fucking, you know, all the other, like
The
you know,
merch store
getting
is
into food
original.
stuff, you know?
The merch store is original, I think.
How the fuck would you do merch?
You just, you know, put cuts in there and like, you know, fake cuts and shit.
Who would want that?
How many people don't want that? I think that's the real question here.
I don't think many people do, honestly.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck is this tweet now? R&R Books at the Spines Bookshop near Legion Square Bank.
Well, there goes the originality.
Ah!
Damn, dude. That took no time at all.
What the fuck?
Well, you're not very original, are you, Siz?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
What if we... Well, we still got the college idea, right?
That's Kleb's idea.
I mean...
That's completely up to him.
the thing
Honestly,
across
I
the
like the
street could be
bookstore,
campus.
honestly. I think I might, maybe I'll pitch the bookstore to the government, see how...
You still want to do that for the
feelers
tweet
are.
we just saw?
I'm actually, I mean, no, yeah, I'm fucking down.
What are we going to
I think
call
that
it?
would be great. If we sold, like, I Spy books and shit like that, I mean, it kind of goes in line with what we've been talking about for a long time.
I do like
Calling
the
ourselves
idea
a
that like it helps people's skills and shit, you know? Like oh, learn this book and then you know you're better at fucking you know
Then
you
they
learn the
could, you
skills
know,
and shit.
have a little drink, read a book. You know what I mean? Like a fucking, like a Starbucks but with no coffee, just alcohol.
Just alcohol. You think they'll knock down the reading a bit? They could read how to tolerate more alcohol.
I don't know.
They can read how to tolerate more alcohol. It's a shoo-in for fucking sales.
Maybe.
I just need to figure out a name for it.
I'm not sure.
I mean, we are a book club, so I guess we could just say HOA Book Club or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the likelihood of that would be, but it's definitely something different.
That'd be
It
cool.
could be something that could be like kind of essential for people, you know, unless if they want to be better at something, maybe they have to read a book beforehand.
That shit can't be cheap though, you know. If they're like, I guess like you could have like tiers, you know, kind of like, you know, bringing like Minecraft enchanted books into this. There's like
I
tiers
don't
of
know.
like, you know, the higher the tier, the more it costs, but the more like better you get
What
at
if it's
it.
a nudie mag? Sell a nudie mag too. What would that give you?
Lower stress. Because don't you lower stress when you're at the, don't you like lose stress when you're at the strip club?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so look at some boobies in a magazine, you know, knock one out while drinking. That's a lot of stress gone right there. Fuck the
It's
weed guy in the
not
yoga
a
place
bad
right next to us.
Not a bad deal.
The fucking Mirror Park's to become a... What's the fucking word I'm thinking of? Like where everybody comes to something?
What the fuck did you
Everybody,
just say?
where, like everybody goes
comes.
to some... Everybody goes to like one place. What is it called? I can't think of the word. It's like... Oh, the fucking Mirror Park's
Talking
gonna be
about
like
like
the
a
center...
brothel, huh?
No, it's
Talking
gonna be
about
like
a brothel.
No, please. The center of like
Talking
stress
about a
relief.
hostel.
No, please. What's the hostel?
Like
I
a
saw that movie
hotel,
once.
like in, yeah, it's like a hotel overseas, but sometimes they got extra kinky shit going on at them.
Yeah, I saw that movie once. It was good. It was kind of weird, actually. Saying, if we do this thing where like we relieve a bunch of stress while at the at this place, Mirror Park's gonna become the center of like stress relief.
That could be a good pitch for Mirror Park, you know? Like in general, everything around you relieves your stress.
Yeah, I agree
Different
with
ways
that.
to relieve your stress. Mirror Park is the place to go. Especially now knowing robbing a fucking store gives me about, you know,
I heard it was insane.
damn near panic attack.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
It's about $200 and high level stress.
That's not worth it. Cheddar said that
I mean,
Cheddar
it's
was
pretty
saying the
quick,
store
though.
like house robberies are pretty worth it.
You know, I don't know. I think we're onto something here. If we keep, I think the library idea, maybe expanding that a little bit, could be pretty good.
Or just like having like the library idea and then just
Any
having
OCs
like
in the
any
HOA?
random,
Yeah, what
like,
up,
you know, just
Tez?
random books you can read relieve stress too, because you know.
I don't
instead of
think
just,
so.
like,
No.
What was the thing I said earlier would relieve stress? Not the book, but the you were talking about something and you said what could that do, and I said relieve stress. Oh, nudie mags.
Yeah, nudie mag.
Yeah, but that could be like, you know, you take it anywhere you want to go and just, you know, do it not at the library, you know.
Yeah, like it's mobile.
Yeah, exactly, like a joint. Well, where would you want to put it though? Would you want to keep it in Mirror Park, right?
I thought you were talking about, you know,
Well,
like the Cool Beans building.
Well, I said Cool Beans or that green place next to the tavern, like an expansion of the tavern.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what exactly construction looks like in the city. You know, I don't know how any of that works. That is something though. You know, what would be even better though is maybe, I don't know, maybe not if you had to read them on the spot, but maybe you just have to keep them on you. I don't know.
I think it'd be good to like. Oh wait, what do you mean? Like if you have them on you, that only works if they have it on you?
I played this game a long time ago called Dead Rising, and it had books. And
Okay.
you had to keep them on your person in order to feel the effects of them. So like if you wanted like say food to increase your hunger more, you needed to have the book on you. You know what I mean?
You want to know the reference I want to use? I think it could be something like I used to play this game called Rust a while ago, and they have these teas that you can use. They can be like short-term effects.
Yeah, the teas are already done. All right, you were literally there.
No.
The tea is already done. The tea is already done.
Damn, it says the effects part. They're like they only last so long.
Yes,
you have
it
to go back and
is.
get more.
It's the same thing.
Oh.
No, damn it, Siz, you're not hearing me.
I am
Still
hearing
booked.
you. I'm telling you, the tea's already done.
No, it's still booked.
Careful.
Listen, I'm not saying we make tea, right? I'm just saying like to keep them coming back, and like they have to like return the book and then rent another one or something in order to get more effects. You know what I mean? Like
I
they only
think.
last so long.
I mean, if the book gets moldy pretty quickly, then you would have to come back, and I think that's an easy
Oh.
solution to that.
That'd be okay. That's a good idea.
Oh, look
actually,
at that. 500 IQ, way ahead of you.
Yeah. Damn it. Listen.
They could also get like, you know, like a library card and check shit out or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
It
like
could
an
be really
advanced
cool.
There's a lot of potential behind this.
There is a lot of potential behind this. This could be a foundation for something more.
Maybe we can like figure out a way people can like actually write books too.
Alright, well, I don't want to fucking fill the store with fucking fan fiction and shit, but...
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I was just thinking like the radio stations how like
Man, I'm actually really kind of stoked on that. If that's even a possibility, that could be fucking great.
but it can't be like the hardest thing to do, you know? I would just hope
I don't
that
know.
everybody else thinks it's a good idea.
I mean, I don't know how exactly a fucking skywalk would work.
Okay, well that was
you know.
exaggerating. I'm just talking about the building itself, like the library thing itself. The skywalk don't gotta happen. But I definitely like the you know, you check out a certain book and helps you with certain things, but as soon as it gets moldy, you gotta return it, and you can't check out another one until.
So
or,
it
like, you
doesn't
can't-
like it doesn't evaporate. You have to take it back.
You have to take it back, but at the same time, you know, you don't want people just like. It doesn't instantly, you know. It doesn't instantly just get better, so that way they have to like wait some time before doing it, you know. So you do just like over and over and over.
Hmm.
Who knows, man?
That could be. That could be.
This
something.
one's in back, I think. I'm just saying, with as much potential, there's also a shit ton of money that can come from this too. I feel like if the
Maybe.
casino's gonna open up, books on how to learn how to gamble, better chances at gambling money.
I mean, there's a ton of shit that you can do with that.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll be a billionaire in no time, Siz.
Ooh, I like it. Money.
I'll see you
My
around.
phone number. But
I'll see you around.
All right, bro.
He's dead.
Jesus.
You know, if you honk the
my
horn
God.
more than like 10 seconds, that's a traffic violation. You better watch it.
You know, if you're
You know, if
clogging
you
up an
sit in-
entire one-way road, that's a traffic violation. That's prison time, actually.
You want to go down that route?
You know what? No, I don't want to. You guys are wasting my time.
We don't. We don't want him to go down that route either.
That guy could have used a book for learning laws and the rules of the road. Could have kept one on him for his intelligence stat.
Oh my god, I could read a law book so I can stop fucking rolling this damn dice. I'm self-taught.
There's places that exist like that like you drink alcohol and read some books. I'm sure there is, but I don't know if there's like a formal name for what
they got movie theaters where you can like order food and drink alcohol during the movie. I don't see why there wouldn't be a
those are
library
called
like
dine-ins, dine-in theaters. But,
I've never been to one of those.
You never been to a dine-in theater?
What's it called? Like what's like the really popular chain of those? It's damn it, I can't remember anything today.
I don't know, fucking AMC.
My brain is fried. No, AMC stocks are real low, right?
I mean, AMC has them.
It's like
There's a lot of them.
I don't fucking remember. But yeah,
Alamo.
Yeah, that one.
Alamo Draft House.
Yep, I've seen a couple of those around. I've always wanted to go to one.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty nice. Pretty expensive though, but you know, still, it is like a dine-in, just like a normal dine-in kind of experience.
Yeah, I did one of those in Disney World when I was like 6 months. That was when you were at Mom's for the weekend.
Oh. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I wonder if there's an actual like formal name for drinking and reading kind of thing.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure there's places that do it, but they probably do it with wine, like some fancy fucking place, not like mixed drinks.
Oh yeah, they're called liquid libraries.
Oh, that's a fucking excellent name. Holy shit. That is a great name.
Yeah, that's what they're called, liquid libraries. They're where you like drink and read.
Oh my god. HOA Liquid Library. Holy shit. That'd be insane.
I want credit for that name.
You just looked it up.
Yeah, but you didn't say it was a good name, so I said it. So that's my idea.
Yeah, because you looked it up on the internet. Holy shit, that's actually really good.
Kind of like a speakeasy, it looks like, for libraries.
Oh my god.
Oh, but it says here those are mainly wine though, but I guess we can like make it whatever we want.
Liquid Library. Damn. That's good. Oh, fuck!
Ow.
Oh shit, we got 6 minutes to fucking get this truck back over there.
I've never heard you get so excited over something before, Siz.
I mean, because that's a good idea that's like works in something completely different, a completely different angle with the tavern that's like, you know, not something that's been done before in the city, but it is something that can be an attachment that like it exists, you know, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's like what they call alcohol and reading stuff, or if that's like a name of something. Because it looks like that's the name of a few things too. Like I can't tell if it's like a singular thing or.
Honestly, you might not. I don't even know if you would need a different locale for that. I mean, we have plenty of space in the lot that we have. I think it just needs the
Liquid
renovation.
Library is a bar. It looks like what is ON?
ON?
Yeah.
I don't know, Ontario?
Oh yeah, it is Ontario, Canada.
There you go.
It's a bar and grill library.
Bar and grill library, holy shit.
Dude, I can see a lot of fucking greasy ass fingers getting on books, man. Kind of nasty.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. You gotta entice people to go to a library because libraries are pretty much fucking dead in the water these days.
I mean, we could, yeah, mix the. Okay, so if that's the case, then we should put the green building next to the tavern, and use that one as a library, and just mix it with the tavern.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we would need. Like, I feel like we have enough room. You know what I mean?
In the tavern?
Yeah, I feel like there's enough room there. How do you say this? It's like, you know, the surface area of the tavern, that building, is not being used to full capacity.
I thought you meant like as it is now. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like add like a loft area to it, like upstairs that people can go and read. Yeah, it would work.
Be a legit book club.
And that can be
Admirable.
That can
Thank
be
you
our
for the
front for whenever we're doing
fucking
shit.
5 tier
But the
1.
problem is that if we're gonna do that, then
Admiral.
we could.
Sorry, I say
might need, like, a
admirable
business
sometimes,
license
you
and
know,
shit
because
for it
I
as
can't
well.
say that word.
But you already have one
Admirable.
because the tavern, right? Technically,
Huh?
you already have a business license because of the tavern, right?
I don't think they've divvied them out yet, but I mean, I should.
So if that's the case, we need to find somebody who doesn't do crime to own the library and stuff like that.
It can all just be under one roof, really. Oh shit, I forgot the
Oh, just like add it. Oh, just like keep it as a HOA tavern. Oh,
I mean,
okay, gotcha.
you get the fucking, you get the liqueur and you get the books in one spot. I mean, then you can sit somewhere and fucking read and drink.
I gotcha. That'd work.
Upstairs library, downstairs, you
Bar.
know,
Yeah, tavern.
the
Yeah.
moon. Oh, what? The fuck?
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I got you.
Oh, I thought it was over. I thought he got fucking booted. Man, I actually love that idea. The idea of what did he call it again? Liquid library. There's so many different like uses for it too. There's so many different ways it could go. Like so many different things you could do with that. Alcohol plus reading. Restart my shit.
Oh yeah, you and Nicholas have been around for quite some time. I think Nicholas has probably been around the longest out of us.
Oh yeah, he's the whole place. The whole reason this place even exists.
Yeah,
They made this to support him.
that's right. That's right. Huh.
He's been
Well,
around a long time. I came in like, I think, maybe like 9-8 months later than him, I think. I only got to spend like a month at the tavern before it blew up.
God, yeah. Because Espinoz put a fucking fork in the microwave and blew the tavern up. I remember that story.
Yeah, and then, you know, we were at the markets until this place officially opened April, I think, 20th?
Yep, I remember when it first opened. Back when it was still bare bones.
Same day the markets closed.
Ugh,
Exact
yeah.
same day.
Man.
So, you know, it's not like we were without a place, though, you know, this place was very much under construction. You know,
Yep,
power
yep.
tools
I remember
everywhere. Pretty much the only thing we had
boxes.
was the bar. That's the only thing that was
Cow
full.
couch.
Oh god, the cow couch.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
even have a
remember the cow couch.
statue.
Bring back the cow couch.
Wouldn't feel right without Siz.
It wouldn't. That's true.
I think it got burnt and disposed of anyway.
I do remember that. Yeah, they burned it.
I think they gave it a pretty decent send-off, from my understanding.
Yeah. Man, maybe we should talk to Nicholas about making an old, like, history book of Mirror Park, because he was definitely here for a lot of it.
I mean, a full history book of the HOA would be interesting. 'Cause I don't even know, like, fully how they, you know, came about.
Hmm.
I think it's something to do being an actual HOA, like protecting Mirror Park from house robbers. You know, that used to be a big thing back in the day.
Oh, yeah, their origin story.
And then that eventually just evolved into the HOA there. They became a motorcycle club after that, then the aviation. That didn't really go anywhere.
Ah, the aviation arc. I
It
remember
never
Wade
took off.
couldn't get a pilot's license because he had terrorism on his fucking
All I,
charges, so that barred him from being able to fly a plane.
all I remember is Stanley and Kermy sometimes parking planes outside the library. That's the extent of the aviation arc from what I remember.
Yep. Probably blew some shit up too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, a lot. All
Yeah.
the stuff blew up. I think that's
Yep.
around the same time that Siz wasn't really coming around much anymore, so they
Yeah, but the
weren't really
aviation
doing too
jackets were
much.
so fucking sick.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, are they same to the bomber jackets we have now?
They
or are
might
different?
be. I feel like they are, just without
They
the
look
old
close.
patch. Yeah. Remember when they were? I wouldn't say serious, but remember when they were actually an MC?
Oh yeah, when they have the jackets. Honestly, I kind of prefer the leather jackets, the MC jackets, to the aviation ones. It just felt like more them, but that's probably because that's what I knew them as initially.
Yeah, I was used to the old cuts.
Yeah, the cuts had a certain style to them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those were the days.
There they were indeed. I think a lot of people missed the HOA and what they did.
I think so too.
But I also
They brought
understand
you
it
to
was their
Mirror Park.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd lived a long life.
Like it was good, what, 3-4 years they were around? They were around for
3-4
a long
years.
while.
They were around through 2 economic crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was their time. And, you know, Andy's still about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of it. And Wade as well.
And Wade, yeah. Just those two. Can't think of anybody else. Now everybody's doing their own thing. I heard Simon moved away a long time ago.
Yeah, you know, a lot of them moved up to Paleto, but then I think that all just collapsed, unfortunately. I think Siz just kind of had enough, and then everyone
Yeah.
followed.
I'm not surprised. I mean, those days were so grindy.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad back then.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was also, like, low-key why I disappeared, too. I was like, I fucking hate grinding.
At least back then it was easy to get property. Had your choice of property available.
That is true.
Now nothing.
Nothing. Now you gotta go to auctions or pay people millions of dollars.
Oh god, yeah. There was a house being auctioned off in Paleto for, I think, $4 million?
Not surprised.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Yeah, like, I know Nino's trying to buy up properties at, like, above market value, but also, I don't know, I don't think people are really biting.
Yeah, I wonder how many bites he's gotten for that.
Probably not a lot.
I feel like property is more valuable than money at the moment.
He also said,
Unless
I
you can
think this
offer
is his
a lot.
last week in office, so elections, yay.
Maybe there could be a trade. Maybe someone has a property in Mirror Park. You never know.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I'd be willing to trade my grapeseed house for the Siz's old house in Mirror Park.
The one in the cul-de-sac?
No, Siz's old house. He used to have the house like right at the end over that way.
Oh, wait, which one was that? I don't even remember.
It's the one like closest to the mechanic shop.
The one in the corner. Oh, that's Veronica's house.
Is it?
The one that's like on the corner, like diagonal from the mechanic shop?
It is like... No. It's on West Mirror Drive.
Oh, okay.
It's the last one on West Mirror Drive before you hit the mechanic shop and the other shop. Like opposite the lake bridge, basically.
Opposite the lake bridge. Oh, okay.
It's like
Wait,
a little garage.
Mirror Park Boulevard?
West Mirror Drive.
West Mirror. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I think I know.
You see the bridge like going to the island?
Oh, I see you now. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's Siz's old house.
Oh, I didn't even know he lived there. I thought they were all over in the cul-de-sac.
Nah, they only moved there like later on. I think it was because Hydra was trying to take it over, so they bought all the houses there.
I do remember that, yeah, that whole conflict and everything, and the whole shit with Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel, Lilith. Ugh.
Oh god, I do remember
Evan?
when Lilith got expelled.
Yeah, that was a mess. I think, who else got blooded out? Someone else got blooded out around the same time.
I don't know about actual blooding out. It was more of like kicked out, right? So like Dante was the
Fred.
first.
I think it's Fred, right? Was that his name?
Wait, Freddy?
Not Freddy Fastfingers, but it is Fred. Ex-Lost, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right, Fred! I forgot about him! Oh my
He
god.
got blooded out.
He actually got blooded out. He's the only one to get blooded out, mind you. I can't think of anybody
I'm pretty
else.
sure, yeah.
Because like
You have to do
Lilith
a
got
lot to
off
get kicked
easy.
from him.
Because obviously Siz's daughter, but
Yeah.
I still remember
To
when
be
they
fair, I remember he caused like that whole thing caused like multiple wars. I'm surprised that she was able to get away scot-free.
right?
I think
Like
she was openly shit talking Andy too, who at the time was like in
Yeah.
command,
Yeah, she
since this was
was.
MIA. I'm surprised
Right?
she got away without a bullet.
I honestly she probably should have, but you know, of course
It
Siz
probably
stepped
would
in.
have caused more problems. It would have caused a lot more problems if she did.
Probably. Because she was dating Miguel at the time, right?
Yeah, which in turn I think if it get blooded out, then war with Hydra.
Probably. Yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot about Fred. I remember that whole circumstance now because they didn't actually want to blood out Fred, but Aunt fucking I think joked with Julio about it or something like that. Or somebody said to Julio to blood him out, so he did it, and then they're like, "Why did you do that? We were kidding."
Yeah, Julio takes everything literally.
Of course he does.
It's because he's always half listening.
That's
So
true.
he won't pick up on the tone, he'll pick up on the words.
Yeah, I do remember.
And it's
Poor
all because
Fred.
he shot that damn dog. None of that would have happened if he never
I
shot
know.
that dog.
Everything changed when he shot that dog.
Everything, the HOA disbanded because of that.
Is that?
Well, the whole
Like,
thing
I-
is that everything bad that ever happened to the HOA is because they shot that dog.
Mm.
It all goes back to that moment.
I'm trying to remember the cycle of events because I know at some point like Julio was in charge and then it was Worst Generation and then the HOA fell apart after that.
Yeah, I mean, Siz was kind of MIA for that last year, pretty much, before the
Yeah.
economic crash.
Yeah, he was.
He got kidnapped, and then after he was gone for 2 months because of that.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he got saved, but then went MIA for
never
a
the
couple
same
months
after
after that. Then he'd randomly appear again, body swap with Eren.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then that never
When
got
was the Slime
resolved.
King stuff?
I think that was after. There was sometimes he
Yeah.
came back for like a month or so solidly, and then would disappear again for more months.
Yeah. Like I remember, I think fucking Alex Ron summoned a meteor to hit Mirror Park, and I was literally laying over there on like the couches because I was feeling sick, and I got fucking ejected and I hit my neck. And then Siz was the one who found me, and he said, "Oh my god, how could Alex Ron do this?"
Yeah, one time, you remember Zuckerberg?
Yeah, I remember him.
He was in, me and him have like a very joking sort of relationship. He was in here jokingly bullying me. Like, chasing after me with the BMX, and Siz just came in with a bat and threatened him.
Oh my god.
He was ready to swing. And no, it's a shotgun actually. Threw him with a shotgun. And so
course he did.
instantly went out, sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Those were the days.
He was definitely very protective. Made sure
Yeah.
he also would offer me a shotgun at every chance. I'm very sad I never took him up on that offer.
Ah.
Yeah, those are different times, and we were relatively cleaner civilians.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, we still do civilian things.
Yeah, I mean we're here.
More than most. But compared to the rest of the city, we are civilians.
Yeah, I mean I've only just recently started dabbling in some petty shit.
Yeah, and I did some shining.
Yeah, I've done some shopping, and I did go with the Raiders to rob a cowshe, like, twice.
Oop, another cat.
Hold
Fun.
up. Hold up.
Max misses a lot of his friends. Max reminisces a lot, but it's because he misses a lot of his friends. He's lost a lot of people over this last year.